Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the rebirth of the Capitalist Death Parade with your recently reanimated hosts, Joy Marie Mann and Josh Radio Hedge, a podcast where we discuss the dystopian hellscape of capitalism that we call home. Hey, everybody, Josh Radio Hedge.
And I am Joy Marie Mann. And yes, I am doing this on my phone because my computer just took a big old dump on me. So, yeah, we don't have a theme song today. In 8 years, I've never done my show on my phone. So I'm not sure my blind ass has no idea how to do all these thingies. So, yay, if you're watching, give a like and a subscribe. Josh, what is our first video? We're just going to get right into it.
We're just going to jump right into it. Well, give me 2 seconds here because it's been a minute since I've shared a screen. So let me make sure I remember how.
Oh, let me first, oh, yeah, dork. So about that. So if you guys tuned in last night, you kind of know the heads up. It's been crazy for almost 2 months. I haven't been able to do a show. My mom's been in the hospital for 2 months. She came home last week and I've been at her apartment taking care of her. I had an unexpected surgery on my kidney. I finished my book, which is 560 pages. I am finally getting back to doing shows last night and tonight, and now you will be stuck with me. But that is why I had the hiatus, and I missed it so much. I was literally going through withdrawal. But now I'm back and I have so much to rant about. Actually, one thing I didn't put in the clips and stuff for tonight, which I thought about afterwards, but then I thought, whatever. You know, there were all those marches, parades, whatever, Saturday against Trump. And it really, really, really reminded me of the Women's March, in that, well, first of all, it came out before before the rallies even happened, that it was sponsored by Walmart, and the daughter something Walton or other. And she was the one that was promoting it. So it was corporate as fuck, first of all. And now that's not to say that everyone who went to them sucks or whatever, but I will say that it also reminds me of the Women's March because it was all about Trump, all of it, all of it. I saw no signs in any of the cities or states that said poverty, Medicare for all, Palestine. My local Palestine group reached out about speaking again and again and again. It was not open. It was not diverse. It was, we hate Trump. And what that means to me is that this is going to be another one-time thing, just like the Women's March was. And this is going to be, as soon as a Democrat gets back in office, we're going back to brunch and we don't give a flying fuck about any of the issues. Because one-time thing is literally a parade. That's what it is. It's a fucking parade. And these people who, only go to that and then think there's some kind of activist and shit, they literally believe, whether they acknowledge it or not, they believe all of the problems are because of one man and one party. And that's a huge fucking issue.
Well, and we've discussed this, you and I, before, but I really do believe that these protests are a grand opportunity to take these people who are in the process of pre-radicalization. Because the thing is, you said they're just protesting against Trump, and you're right about that. But right now, the Democrats have the lowest approval rating in the history of polling. They have
and they're still going to get vote blue no matter who. They're still going to get all these sycophants. But the lesser evil people, they're still going to fucking get them.
This is our opportunity to take people's discontent and redirect it where it needs to be, to remind people that Trump is only king because the Democratic Party already nominated kings and queens every 4 years and refused to give us an actual fair election or primary. And they did that 3 elections consecutively. So again, it's all about, in my opinion, we got to redirect people's anger to where it needs to be.
And how do we do that though? Because all I hear is la 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 la. All I hear is defensiveness. All I hear is but Trump. All I hear is you must be a Trump supporter, or do you hate democracy as if it exists? You know, so like literally, how do we do this?
Yeah. It's funny. I'm a liberal to all of my right wing friends, and I'm a conservative to all my left. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say left wing. My liberal friends, and it's like I'm not either of those. But okay, you do you. You convince yourself what you need, but all because again, you're just opposed to just general bullshit. You're opposed to being manipulated or lied to by either side. I'm amazed more people aren't where we are. That's the thing that surprises me. Although, look again at that polling, it's more closer to that than it's ever been in our lifetimes, Joy.
Well, and I'm going to be fair, Josh. We're not in the same place. We're not. You know that. You know that. We are not. Don't group us together. We're not.
I'm in a happy, sparkly, like little lefty bubble, and you're in like the ultra left bubble. And so I'm willing to admit that. Like I'm not even center left. I don't agree with most of the centrist bullshit. Although, if you look at Bernie's policies, that is center, pretty much center, straight or center left. So,
well, I mean, Bernie can eat a bag of dicks. I mean, I'm done with him. I've been done with him. I'm thankful because he brought people like us together.
yes.
And a lot of our friends. But, the one thing about him that you'll notice nonstop in Netanyahu, always Netanyahu, never Israel. Never, 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 never. He will never say Israel. It's always Netanyahu because that's safe.
Well,
That's
and
safe.
I
One
mean, I think
person.
he's got documentation if he wants to be honest. All he has to do is be like, yeah, 79%, according to this poll from Haaretz, 79% of people in Israel, like Israeli Jews, want like full extermination of the Palestinians. They were asked that question and they were like, yeah, do it. Like that's only 1 out of every 5 people isn't a goddamn Nazi. Like, how is that possible? It's mind-boggling to me. I mean, just 1 out of 5. That's all you got over there. But then again, we got 1 out of 4 Democrats are pro locking people up in concentration camps in America without due process. So I think
I was researching today, like, the amount of, Dems and Republicans who accept APAC. It's like they're the same fucking party. Hello, they're the same fucking donors. There is no difference.
Yeah.
No difference.
See, I've been telling people the whole time that we've been off the air, because a lot has happened in the time we've been off the air, but I've been telling people who keep complaining. They're like, why aren't the Dems doing anything? Why won't they stand up? Why won't they fight back? I'm like, because their rulers, their donors are the same assholes in that row of seats right behind Donald Trump at the inauguration. The exact same people behind Trump are the people behind all of the liberal elites. And that's why they won't do anything, because they're being paid not to. And
of course,
I wish more people got that. I really do.
Well, I think it's hard for them to get that. They don't want to. Cognitive dissonance is very comfortable.
Yeah.
It is very fucking scary to have that rude awakening and to be like, holy shit, everything I've ever known is a fucking lie. Like, I was all like, yeah, Obama. And then I realized, like, 7 countries? What? Like, that was a rude awakening. It was a fucking rude awakening.
I just realized that Obama is an onomatopoeia.
Of course it is. He was born to be Obama, like a bomber.
Truly,
he was
truly.
born.
It's his destiny,
Do you know what Netanyahu means?
Oh God, do I want to know?
I looked it up and I can't remember verbatim, but it's something like the chosen one.
Oh my God.
God's chosen one. It's like God's chosen one, something like that. Because his name is like Milkovich or something.
He's from Pennsylvania or whatever.
He's right? New Jersey, yeah.
Or New Jersey, yeah.
Now he's on his homeland.
as the chosen one. You got to love
Yep.
how all of these a-holes on the far right are all claiming to be the chosen one. Mike Johnson's claiming to be the chosen one. Donald Trump's claiming to be the chosen one. JD Vance is claiming to be the chosen one. And Netanyahu's claiming to be the chosen one. At some point, I wish God would kind of weigh in and pick off, a few of the chosen ones so we can get down to the one chosen, real chosen one. That's all I want. Can we just like reduce the options on the field to one chosen one?
I feel like, let me turn this off because you can see me on the screen now. You're going to see my picture.
You got a little echo on your end. Uh-oh. Well, this might be me losing signal or her losing signal. We'll find out. You still with us, Joy? Or is it me? Who knows? Shoot.
I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but your video seemed to freeze.
Yeah, let me take that out.
Okay. No worries. We'll take you to audio. That's fine. We'll do what we got to do to make this work.
Oh my God. Damn it. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
What am I doing? Okay, let me take that out. Okay, now can you still hear me?
Yes, you're grand. You want to start the first video and jump in?
Good God, I hate tech.
You say that now, but wait until the EMP goes off and we're all like cavemen again. Then you'll be like, oh, I miss tech.
No, my blind ass will deal.
Well, you ready for the first vid?
I am so freaking ready.
We're jumping in. Here we go.
Listen up now for the very last time and listen carefully. We don't hate you because you're Jewish, you ignorant, duplicitous, genocidal scumbags. Sure, amazing Jewish people are at the forefront of the pro-Palestine marches and movements all over the West. They're the very best of us. We hate you because you murder children with sniper fire. You allow babies to die and rot in their incubators. You burn people alive in their tents. You're attempting to starve a civilian population to death, and you will only allow a trickle of aid in to appease your low-life allies in Europe and America. That's why we hate you. And anti-Semitism? You're the most anti-Semitic people in the world. You label people who ask you to stop murdering children as anti-Semitic, as if murdering children was a core principle of Judaism. You thick fucks, and your day is coming. Judgment Day is coming for you. Even your pathetic, spineless allies in the States and in the so-called UK and France and Canada, they see what way the wind is blowing. Even Piers Morgan, the rat's rat, is jumping ship. So I can't wait to see you all face justice.
I gotta give credit to calling Piers Morgan the rat's rat. That's fantastic. You with us, Joy? It says you're muted. All right. Well, that was a fantastic little video.
Can you hear me now?
There you are. You were muted.
I can't wait to go back to Ireland and meet with people like him. I love Ireland. Oh my God, Ireland. I had such a wonderful time there, and now I cannot freaking wait to go back. I love that man so much, and he has a newborn baby, and he's gotten, he has always done incredible videos, but I think, having a newborn baby has really, 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 really even made him more irate and more passionate because, now seeing what they're doing to children and, being a father, I know my friends with kids, they look at it even more deeply than we do. I feel like I can't have any more emotion than I possibly have. Like, I feel like it's literally impossible. But you look at parents and they see things on a whole different level.
Truth. Like, I don't have kids, but like I feel for these children in ways I didn't know I could feel. And I can only imagine if you saw that little girl like strolling through the flames of her family and not seeing your own toddler. Like I don't know what that would be like to make that connection, because I am still destroyed. So I can't imagine. Well, I have another video pulled up for you whenever you want to jump in.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. They've actually come out with some books for how to teach your kids about Palestine. Because it's so traumatic, and you know, it's how do you teach your kids about Palestine? You know, on the most basic level, it would be everybody has the right to their land. Everybody has the right to exist. Everyone has the right to not live within an a freaking prison. Everybody has the right to defend themselves. And it would be like I'd teach them what's up. I'd be like, Hamas is resistance. They are not, you know what I mean? And I can't say certain words because they will take my channel down. But you know, you would have to be very careful because, well, children are also so much smarter than we give them credit for.
Yeah.
But when I see little ones at rallies with like keffiyehs on and stuff, like I just get so choked up. And I think that is how you parent right there. That is how you parent.
And honestly, it's like you need to, if you have a child, you need to be educating your child about this, because you'd rather it be you, so that you can at least try to explain why, you know, some people have lost their connection to humanity and they do evil things and I don't even think they realize they're evil. And you have to be able to like let your child know that this is a path that if you go down this, you could end up like one of these people who doesn't see children as children, you know. And it's like, and that's why we have to, you know, protect our hearts from that kind of evil, and why we have to stand up to that kind of evil. Never again cannot be a monotheistic concept. It has to be literally for everyone.
And I think one of the main reasons, if not the main reason, that we have to teach our kids about this is we know damn right well the word whitewashing, this is going to be the epitome of this. Can you picture so-called history classes even in 10 years? Can you imagine the way people of Palestine are going to be depicted? Can you imagine they are going to be just completely villainized? And it is going to be disgusting and horrible. And we're already seeing it now in the media. And we, you know, the importance also of teaching our kids and grandkids is that when it comes down to them being in class and their teachers being Zionists and being like, oh, this actually happened, they're going to be able to call them out and say, where are you getting this? Because my mom was protesting this and she has receipts. That did not happen.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Scary. Very scary.
Matt Lucene chimed in. He said, I compared it to Pocahontas and it seemed to click.
Literally. Yeah. Literally. Like, I know I can't be the only one. I'm in Pennsylvania, but I don't think it matters. Like, when, you know, I remember I'm 46. I don't know who's in my age range or whatever, but I literally remember being in middle school and high school. And this was like before the internet, you know, whatever. But I remember my teachers literally doing the dancing around and stuff and saying like, you know, well, they always said Indian. They never said indigenous or even Native American. And they always said like they made fire by rubbing sticks together and like stuff like that. That was it. Like we didn't, like in Thanksgiving, did we hear legit about Columbus? No. Hell no. They don't want us to know that shit.
Hey, Joy, I think your children's book, you should call it Everyone Deserves to Exist, a future banned children's book.
Yeah, like Florida, please don't buy.
By the way, I think you getting your book that everyone deserves to exist banned would just make it an instant hit. That's actually like marketing genius. Send a copy right to all the Republican governors. Get them real riled up. They're like,
Dude,
everyone
I'll put
has
a
a
rainbow
right
on
to
the cover.
exist. Ooh.
Yeah, all I have to do is put a rainbow on the cover and it like boom.
Boom. Oh my God. Rainbows. Nothing makes me more angry.
A rainbow behind a Palestinian flag with a little brown child holding it. Holy fuck. Wow.
And a tiny little communist symbol somewhere in the corner, like a
Oh yeah,
watermark.
of course.
Just really get them on every level, please.
Oh my God. And that would be a banger of a book too, honestly. Like it would be freaking awesome. I like it. I dig it.
Yes.
I dig it.
Well, you ready for the next?
I am ready, sir.
Pull it up. Oops. I'm on the wrong one now. There we go.
And if you're watching, please smash the like and subscribe. I see there's 30-something people watching.
Yeah.
It's
good to have you guys back. We missed you guys.
For real.
All right.
The end
well,
of
that's
the
the
Israeli
same gentleman,
myth.
Isn't it?
Hello.
As who?
Isn't that the same one we just watched? Oh, is that a different one?
I think it's a different gentleman. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The end of the Israeli myth. Hello. For decades, the world has been told a myth that Israel is invincible, that it has the most moral army in the world, that it can do whatever it wants to Palestinians and to its neighbors and never face consequences. But that myth is now shattering. This week, Iran launched a direct and coordinated strike on Israel, and for the first time in modern history, Israel looked vulnerable, not just morally bankrupt, but militarily exposed. The illusion of invincibility is gone, and as that illusion collapses, so too does the grip of Zionist power on the global imagination. Let's be clear, Israel is not a beacon of democracy, it's a nuclear armed apartheid state in political chaos, morally isolated, and now strategically cornered. And as the system of occupation begins to fall apart, many of those who once enforced it will try to flee to Europe, to the US, to anywhere that will take them. Now hear me on this. Refugees should never be rejected because of who they are. But we do need to talk about what they stood for. Zionism is not Judaism. Zionism is a political ideology built on supremacy, displacement, and violence. If former settlers or soldiers seek asylum, then the world must ask, do they renounce apartheid? Do they reject supremacist ideology? Do they support equality and justice? Or do they plan to rebuild power somewhere else? The world cannot be a shelter for impunity. Not for war criminals, not for racists, not for those who build their lives on stolen land. As Gaza lies in ruins and Tel Aviv begins to feel the fire it once exported, we must learn something. Empires fall, supremacy fails, and truth cannot be bombed into silence. The end of Zionist immunity may be the beginning of real global accountability. And that day is coming. Thank you very much. And please, I'll appreciate your comments.
Yeah, that was great. See, and this is what I love to hear. I love to hear a person who is Jewish who also recognizes that Zionism is itself a toxic supremacist ideology meant to destroy, meant to harm. Yeah, you know, you don't have to be a Zionist political minded, machinations person to be Jewish, but they've tried to connect the two as one and the same. and I'd say one of the greatest PR projects in my lifetime. I mean, it's incredible how well it worked.
Oh, absolutely. Because like I know from people who were in my life who I cut out because yeah, you're not going to support Israel or try and rationalize anything that they've done and have me not tell you to F off. They, I'm telling you, the people who got the most outraged were not even Jewish. And I'm like, why are you throwing around the word anti-Semitic? Like, you're not even Jewish. Why is it your right to even speak for them? Like, if someone's Jewish and they're saying it's anti-Semitic, talk to me. Explain to me why you feel that way. I will talk to you. But, like, when you're not even Jewish, like, let's be real. A buttload of Zionists are Christian. A buttload. So to say Zionism is an anti-Semitic word is absolutely fucking wrong. Furthermore, they love to ignore the fact that Palestinians are Semitic. They're Semites.
Yep. And let's not forget that there are also indigenous Palestinian Christians in the area as well. And they are also targeted constantly by.
There are actually Palestinian Jews as well. I mean, not like as many Jews, of course, as the terrorist state of Israel has, but still, I mean, we're just going to go on.
So how does that work? Being a Palestinian Jew, do you get like denied on like some sort of like one drop rule? It sounds like something that Israel would do.
Yes.
Are you shitting me?
I'm so serious. I watched a documentary clip with this elderly woman. She was Jewish and had like 1/4 Palestine in her, like 1/4. And she was like devout Jewish. They would not let her cross the barriers.
Oh my God.
Even though she was a devout Jew, it didn't matter.
See, and I said the one drop rule kind of
animal.
Like, I was trying to take it to like a rhetorical extreme by calling it
like literally.
And it was. Oh man.
Like, you know how like other supremacists, like they will say the most egregious things, like if a white person has 1 drop of black blood, that they are black. Like they feel the same thing. It's the supremacist ideology.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Man.
That's so disgusting.
Wild. That's wild.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I got your next post up. This one's just a one we'll read through real quick. There I am. I was like, did I just get booted? Oh no. Great. So Joy posted this. Breaking 7th highest AIPAC recipient, Bob Menendez, sentenced to 11 years in prison. And then you also was connected to all of the top recipients list at the bottom here.
Yeah, can you read a bit of the article so people understand why he's going to prison for 11 years? Probably not the entire 11 years, but you know how that goes.
Actually, my apologies. It isn't an article. It's just a picture of.
Oh no, I put it next. That's okay.
It's next. Okay, I got it. I didn't realize. Ooh, actually, the next one I have is the dancing Israeli ladies.
No, that's okay. I put it underneath. No biggie. But essentially, it's for having ties with foreign money and foreign donations. It is not the terrorist state of Israel. It is not AIPAC, because they are not considered a foreign entity when it comes to donations. Everyone else is, but Israel is not. So it's really interesting to see the 7th highest AIPAC recipient go to prison for 11 years for taking, foreign bribes, but not.
Do you remember he had gold bars sewn into his clothes and stuff? My God. I love that level of corruption. That's a level of corruption you can really tip your hat at. Good job, sir. You've done it.
Good job.
You've sewn gold bars into your clothes. All right. So do you want to see the dancing Israeli ladies?
I mean, no, but yeah, let's do it.
You're like, what dancing Israeli ladies? Why, these dancing Israeli ladies, of course. All right. I think it's on repeat.
You know, like, I was thinking about this today, hardcore. Like, as an anti-imperialist, I have been for several years, well, more than several. I've been way like no war, no ammo, no nothing, any reason. I don't care. I am anti-imperialist. There is no reason. Stop making this shit. There is no such thing as self-defense. Don't use it. Don't, just like no reason, right? And like I find myself like these posts like kind of how should I say it? Make me happy.
Cathartic. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
like it's
they're
Karmageddon, bitches. Like it's legit karma fucking geddon. Like it's crazy. I never thought I would say that. Like 2 years ago, I never thought I'd be like, well, like you do it to yourself, you do, and that's why it really hurts, and quoting that shit because I would have said no, like no violence, any answer, like for no freaking reason. But then for the past 20 months, more and more, I've been like, you are the weakest bitches ever. Like the weakest bitches to attack people without an army, without food, without water, without medical supplies, without homes, without clothes, without hospitals, without schools, without places of worship. You attacked, you like bullied the people with nothing, okay? And now you started shit with people who are fighting back. And this is on you. You fucking did this. You fucking
they're fucking with a country that has like it's an ancient country that has massive military and a population that's like 5 times bigger than any of the other countries around Israel. You know, like I don't know what they thought. Did they? I do know what they thought. They thought it would be just like last time. They would attack Iran, and then when Iran counterattacked, all the allies would stop the bombs from hitting them. But the thing is, I don't think they planned for Iran to send so many bombs that they couldn't stop them. And ultimately, they did it because they're like, we have to. Like again, does Iran have the right to defend itself? Because if it doesn't, then this is now becoming an issue of Islamophobia, not an issue of like protecting one group over another or any of that. Because if only one group is allowed to claim the mantle of self-defense, that's a scary thought.
But I mean, here's the kicker. I was watching this compilation of all these so-called news channels where they're like, Israel was defending itself. Israel was defending itself. Somebody please fucking show me footage of where Iran hit them first. Somebody please fucking show me. I want to see it. Because they fucking didn't.
Yep.
But and they automatically are the victims. Automatically. They were defending themselves.
Yeah, they got Netanyahu now yesterday in an ABC interview talking about how, hey, first they're going to come for us, but then they're going to come for you, America. And it's like, do you know how many times in America's history that Iran has attacked America? Would you like to take a wild guess, Joy?
Oh, we got a video on that coming up.
Oh, good. But it's so damn frustrating. It's like, why is a place that you've been claiming for 20, 30 years is going to have a nuke any 5 minutes from now, and they never have, and you keep using that justification to assault them and slaughter their people again and again and again. I don't know. It's pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible to then, again, claim you're the victim. We're just defending ourselves. They were going to kill us maybe in a year, possibly. He literally said that. They could have that bomb in a year. It's like, are you shitting me, dude?
This is like literally the second the first bomb dropped, I literally made a post where it was like, they are doing this to distract you from Palestine. They are literally trying to get you to forget that they are committing an actual Holocaust. And we are supposed to now look at that shiny object. And it is absolutely important. And it is important we pay attention to both. But now they can say we are the victim on a whole other level, because look, it's been 20 months. You can't keep saying you're a victim because they haven't done shit in 20 months.
All right. Can I share a video real quick that's in the topic that we're on?
Yeah.
I have to give mad props to the Daily Show. Normally it's pretty lib. It's pretty, unfortunate. I have to admit. But they are going hard on Netanyahu's bullshit, and I wanted you to see this this video. It's I edited out some of the jokes so we can just get to the point. But my God, he nails it with the receipts. So, may I show you?
Yeah.
Feel free to pop it up whenever.
That's what she said.
But what happened with Iran? Weren't we about to make a nuclear deal? Wasn't our deal maker in chief making a deal to keep Iran from enriching uranium? Actually, didn't we have a deal before our deal maker in chief so wisely pulled us from that deal? Why did this have to go balmy on Iran now?
And by next spring, at most by next summer, at current enrichment rates, they will have finished the medium enrichment and move on to the final stage.
Iran is months away from having a nuclear bomb, says Netanyahu, in 2012. Seriously, why did we have to bomb Iran now?
Iran is so dangerous. Weeks away from having the fissile material for an entire arsenal of nuclear bombs.
Holy shit, that's why. Iran's only weeks away from having an entire arsenal of nuclear bombs, says Netanyahu. In 2015. No, seriously, I'm not being facetious. I really want to know why we had to bomb Iran now.
We're going to show you Iran's secret nuclear files. Here's the warhead. Here's the bomb.
And that's from 2018.
So, he brought the receipts and just made an absolute mockery of Netanyahu, because Netanyahu is an absolute liar. Like 100%.
Can't spell Israel without lies, literally.
And then I just got one more, because it's even more. They basically had a longer, different video that they then put online of more of Netanyahu's lies on Iran. It's fantastic stuff. Sorry, I didn't share it yet. Here it goes.
Hey, text that to me, would you?
Yeah, I sure will. Well, that one was one I edited, but I'll send you the version I edited.
No, send me that one.
Yeah, okay. And here's this one.
If not stopped, Iran could produce a nuclear weapon in a very short time. It could be a year, it could be within a few months.
They have the wherewithal, the stored up, preserved knowledge to make a bomb very quickly if they wanted to do it.
Iran is so dangerous. Weeks away from having the fissile material for an entire arsenal of nuclear bombs.
They're very close. They're 6 months away from being about 90% of having the enriched uranium for an atom bomb.
Iran is gearing up to produce 25 bombs, atomic bombs a year, 250 bombs in a decade.
Ladies and gentlemen, time is running out.
Iran will be capable of producing alone, without importing anything,
nuclear bombs within 3 to 5 years.
What'd you think of that?
Uh,
Isn't that wild?
question
All the
is-
way back to 95 when I was like in junior high. And he looked ancient then too.
Yeah, sure as fuck did. That's what ugly does. Like when you're ugly on the inside, it creeps through. You know, Shillery is crying. Hizzlebum, she's like, this was supposed to be my war. And like this whole shit is like W. Like this whole shit is W. This WMD, like this is happening again. It is the same freaking shit.
I have one more for you, and this one's only 15 seconds long, and I have dubbed the following segment, Can I Trigger Joy in Only 15 Seconds? Joy, are you ready?
Oh God, I don't know.
Here we go.
We're preventing the most horrific war imaginable, and we're bringing peace to the Middle East. And I believe that after our action, we're going to be able to bring the Middle East to new heights that nobody even imagined. You know, make the Middle East great again. Make it truly great. Have.
Oh my.
Did I get you, Joy?
My.
Did I get you with that one?
Oh my.
Gonna make the Middle East great again.
Oh my. You know, okay, wait. Never mind. Okay. I can't.
That's from yesterday. That's from yesterday. Yes. Keep that inside. Bottle it up.
You know, I am interested. I am seeing some Trump people who are like really, really, really mad at him for this not because the terrorist state of Israel is involved, but because we are literally in World War III. And we've been saying World War III was a matter of like time for years. Yeah. I absolutely thought it would be under Biden. And I think a lot of us did. So I was wrong there. But it wasn't long after he died or whatever the fuck happened to him.
Well, he was cloned and then made into a cyborg and executed back in 2020. I think it was executed in 2020. That's one of the things we missed, by the way, guys. Trump posted that Joe Biden was executed in 2020 and the person you saw was a robot clone. I don't know if you caught that one, Joy. You might have missed that one. That was my favorite Truth Social post that he's made, I think.
Are you serious?
I am not kidding you. I would have included it if we'd done one that week, but it happened. It happened. It was real. Yes.
Wow.
I mean, I know he's trying to like, you know, capture all these kooks and the where we go one, we go all QAnon type people. But come on, dude. You can't make a claim that you executed while you were president the dude you were running against, and then also sue ABC News or whatever because you claim them editing a video is in election interference. If you have your opponent executed, I think that's election interference.
Oh my God. I gotta see this shit because oh my God.
I'll pull it up. I put the next video up and while that's playing, I'll find it. You need to see it.
I gotta see that from the source though. I gotta make sure that shit's not fake.
I literally screen capped it myself because here's the thing. When I saw it, it was posted by the editor of The Onion. And I was like, oh, good one. And then I saw other people talking about it outside of that post. And I'm like, no. So I went to Truth Social and I screen capped it myself. It was very real. So, but I'll find it while we play this one. All right.
Our money is contributing to this genocide. I refuse to believe that you don't think that you have no power in stopping this genocide. You can boycott, you can stop eating at McDonald's, you can lobby your MP, you can stop spending your money with genocidal companies. Israel is single-handedly starting World War III as we speak. They are a terrorist state. Egypt. not say yes to genocide. No, you're a human being. You are a human being. I am begging you. Stop this genocide right now. I am begging you. Please. Don't let my efforts and
Will all passengers please be seated and stay quiet? Thank you very much. Will all passengers at the back please be seated and stay quiet? Thank you.
Please, when we get to London, let's escalate. Speak to your MPs. Boycott all these companies, Starbucks, McDonald's, KFC. Speak to companies such as the Palestine Solidarity Campaign, Friends of Alaska. They're based in the UK and they organize actions such as youth demand. You can do more, we can do more, we matter. If you say no, there's no genocide possible. Let's not let Israel and the Zionists dictate what this world is going to look like tomorrow. Let's stop repeating history over and over and over and over again.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah,
She
that
is.
got me too.
I mean, I wish I was there. Like, I would give her the biggest fucking hug. Like, she is, like, God. She's just a queen. Like, that is so powerful, and she is so fucking brave to do that.
1000%. Man. Oh, wait, I sent the wrong one. Let me fix that. All right, let me send you the different one here. All right, just oops, sorry, I got video popping up. Give me 1 second here. All right, I sent that to you. So this is literally Fox News reporting on the post I'm telling you about. That way you know, like, even they had to at least acknowledge it. Trump shares post saying Biden was executed, replaced with clones. And let's see if they took a picture of it. Here it is. It says, there is no Joe Biden. Executed in 2020. Biden clones, doubles, and robotic engineered, soulless, mindless entities are what you see. Democrats don't know the difference. And I'm like, well, if we're going to replace Biden with a robot, why not get one that's like, I don't know, sentient and at least, you know, coherent? I don't understand. I don't understand.
That's just bananas.
I mean, how do you even take info like this in? And all he has to do is just ignore it. That's what he does. If anybody asks him about it, it's like, you're nasty. I'm not going to answer you. I'm not going to dignify with a response. It's like, you posted it, dude.
Has Biden posted anything for like ever?
Yeah, just the occasional beep, beep, boop, because he's a clone robot.
Right. So I'm wondering, like, if he said anything about Iran or...
Well, he's been very prolific on X. I don't know if you saw that, but all of his posts are written in binary. I got 1,000 of these Biden robot jokes, I swear.
I actually have him blocked, so because he makes me want to barf.
Ditto.
What do
Anyway,
we have next?
Let's pull up the next one, okay? Man, that was good times. Oh, robot Biden. Next up, little joke, little what would we call this? Palate cleanser here. This is jokingly people leaving the promised land. Now, that's not actually what that is. That's a video from a broken escalator from, I think, Japan or somewhere. I forget where. But
like,
just
the reason why, you know, I put that in here is because that is literally what the airports are looking like. And, you know, I was thinking about this today. Palestinians are so strong and, steadfast in their community and their land, and so powerful and so beautiful. And they, after 20 months of a literal Holocaust, they still refuse to leave their land, even when they have a chance, because it's their land. That's the thing. And they're just such proud people of who they are, as they should be. And then you have the terrorist state of Israel, who are like running like crazy to go back to New York and New Jersey and everywhere else that they're from. And because this holy land that they've been unaliving people for and burning babies for and stuff, all of a sudden is something they want to flee at the drop of a hat. It suddenly doesn't mean anything to them because they're willing to just get up and leave. They're not just going to a different part of the terrorist state of Israel. They are leaving. They are going other places.
I have some counter information for you if you want to pull up the next thing I just shared with you. Israel tells airlines not to let Israeli citizens leave.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so apparently the only people who are now allowed to leave before, everyone is bombed to oblivion are people visiting, but not citizens. They're being forced to stay. What's that about? That's a little
it's bad optics if you have all your people leaving. Like, wait, they have the strongest military in the world, but now you don't think they can protect you? Is that what's going on? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, man. God, that's some wild stuff. I mean, like, things are going great in the only democracy in the Middle East when they're like, you're not allowed to leave. Oh, yay! Democracy!
Yep.
Well,
Karmageddon.
Man, that boot, it tasted great, but now it's really cutting off my air supply. Man, that's weird.
Yep.
So, yeah.
What else do we have?
You got an article you shared here with me. Let me pull it up for you. In fact, I think, did I already pull it up? No, I didn't. Give me 1 second. All right, hit it. Extremely disturbing and unethical. New rules allow VA doctors. Oh, wait, this was mine. My bad. This was a secondary thing I was going to share, but do you want me to share it real quick or save it for later?
Yeah, no, that's fine. You could share it.
Yeah. So get this. Trump declared, and now the VA, they say they're doing this to help women. Doctors are now allowed to refuse medical treatment to unmarried veterans or Democrats.
In what state?
Federally, the entire country.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the VA?
Yes. So Trump says, well, we got to protect women, and I don't think that women should have to see or treat unmarried veterans or Democrats, because, as we all know, Democrats are dangerous perverts. But Jesus, man, like, this is crazy. Like, I don't understand why you would tell a doctor who took a Hippocratic oath, hey, if you don't feel like treating that person because they disagree with you politically, let them die. Like, is that real?
Oh, man.
Like, yeah. Just more of that sweet Donald Trump juice, man. He just never stops delivering. It's incredible. All right, I'm going to pull up your next video. Sorry about that. I had the wrong one lined up. Let me get yours.
I see about 53 people in here. Smash like and subscribe, you guys, or my channel doesn't help the algorithm if you guys aren't active.
Yeah, and also if you can, send me some what's it called? One of those sandwich delivery services would be great. All right, let's get this next one here. Oh, I love this dude.
So, like, I don't understand the relationship between America and Israel. It's like it's the most effed up situation ever. We're like the world's most pathetic sugar daddy. We give them billions of dollars and they shit on us. Like Mr. Jonathan said, now we're ganging on them. We're not helpful. Dude, we gave you $30 billion to bomb children and it's not enough for you. Like, I mean, at least when you pay a dominatrix, you know that you're getting fucked. But this is just America having a public humiliation king while getting fucked, and they call this foreign policy. They are arresting American students on American soils for protesting Israeli war crimes. What the hell, man? This is like your crack whore making you beat your children for calling her what she is, a whore. The thing, this is what really boggles me in America. The right and the left, they fight each other tooth and nail over gun control, education, minorities' rights, healthcare, DEI. But when it comes to Israel, everybody competes to be Israel's favorite bitch. Republicans hate handouts unless it's for Israel. And Democrats, they love human rights unless it's for the Palestinians. I mean, this is a Delulu state. You guys are Delulu. You are Delulu. Like, I came here today to witness for myself how someone can lie so shamelessly. The guy is like a human pinball machine. Every question lies on him, ends on Hamas. Is like a magic 8-ball with one answer. Hamas. Yani at least flat earthers, they make things interesting. You guys are boring. You are like the same thing. I left all of this. I left the media because of this. I come back. It's a freaking Groundhog Day. Every day the same question, the same thing. Dude, nobody believes you. You are liars.
Okay.
Nobody believes you.
Okay.
That's fantastic. He's so
Isn't
funny.
that brilliant? What
You're like a human pinball machine.
Oh my God.
Good
I
stuff.
love him.
Thank
And
you
I
for
love how
sharing
he
that.
put it with Piers, who's like apparently like they're adding like kafias to him now and stuff. I'm like, okay, stop being extra. No, he's just like he's still a fucking Zionist. Like, give me a break.
I'm still thrilled though that he's finally calling it. He said the word genocide the other day. I about fell out my chair.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's a Holocaust, and people like it has been. It's beyond a genocide, and I watched this compilation of Palestinian people who were talking about how now it is a Holocaust, and we need to retire the word genocide because it is. People are kind of like uncomfortable with saying the word Holocaust because it is, a Jewish state committing it, but a Holocaust has nothing to do with being Jewish. If you look at the definition, what is happening is an absolute Holocaust. And when you look at the photos and, the fact that they literally admitting they are doing the Hannibal Directive, and they literally have, you look at the side by side of these photos and you cannot tell which one is current. You can't. They're identical. It's haunting.
It's wild stuff. It's wild stuff. And here comes some very sick looking celebration, it appears.
We bound and round, we bound and round, we bound and round, cause when you're messing with the Jews, you're always gonna lose. It's God's plan, and God rules the land. Bam, 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 Iran, bam, bam, bam.
Wow. Isn't that insufferable? But at the same time, like, I just, someone sent that to me and I'm just like, first of all, you can't sing, kids. Sorry, not sorry. You can't fucking sing. Take that.
You've ruined her whole future. She was going to make it on to the next European, what's it called? Idol or whatever it's called. The big contest that I don't know about because I'm not from Europe.
Oh my God. Like whoever their parents are. Oh my God.
I think that might be them. And by the way, worst parents ever.
I'm just glad they didn't use like a current song that people actually like. because that would have really pissed me off.
Hey, I actually do like the Beach Boys, and I'm deeply offended.
Well, I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it's like, well, maybe that was like an homage. Brian Wilson, here, this is our tribute to you.
We miss you, Brian Wilson. We're going to use your song to call for the killing of literally millions of people.
Yay.
Oh my God. All right. Got this next.
One thing Israelis have is the fucking audacity. You've infiltrated every aspect of American society. You've infiltrated our government. You've bought our politicians. You control our legislation. You funnel billions and billions of dollars, possibly trillions, from the American people on a yearly basis so that you can get free healthcare and go fucking brutalize, terrorize, and genocide people in Palestine. Then run away to your real homes in Europe and New York, New Jersey, wherever the fuck you're actually fucking from. And go live your lives. Go live your lives like you didn't just fucking murder children. Now, you pieces of fucking scum are on every single major news channel because you own the media too. Because you fucking infiltrated that too. Now you're on every single fucking news station playing victim. They want to kill all the... Nobody fucking cares that you're Jewish. Nobody cares. They want to kill Israelis because you're fucking murderous, genocidal pieces of shit. All right? And you have no business in modern civilized society. You are the scum of the earth. They want to kill you. They don't want to kill Jews. They don't care about your religion. Nobody fucking cares about your religion. Nobody cares. We care that you're murdering people. We care that you just unprovoked fucking threw a missile at Iran and are now on all of the news channels playing fucking victim, begging America to come fight your fucking war for you. Again. By the way, don't think we don't fucking know about 9/11. I am so fucking sick of these people. They are the absolute scum of the earth. Get the fuck off my news. Stop trying to convince us to fight your fucking war. And Lord knows, with this fucking ass clown as president, we're probably gonna go. We're probably gonna fucking go to war. Probably gonna go fucking war while Americans are literally struggling to survive. We are in so much debt. We can't afford housing. We can't afford food, but let's send billions to fucking help Israel. These fucking scumbags that don't deserve the fucking dirt on the bottom of my shoe.
Damn.
小红书
Damn. I
Yeah,
mean, which one of us hasn't had that? Like those things in our head, like which one of us, it's like, I hate to group people as one because I know, and I'm talking a very few, like, I mean, like literally a handful of Israelis have been protesting with Palestinian flags, where the IDF gets off planes and stuff. And I'm so appreciative of that. But
Yes.
at the same time, it's like it's a terrorist state. It shouldn't exist, period. It's a supremacist thing. It
Yeah.
is Palestinian land. It was stolen. I mean, period.
Yeah, and like look at like South Africa is a good example. If they want to exist and they want the right to exist as a state, then they have to find a way to literally allow society to be equal and for people to be like, not constantly attacked, murdered, or hurt, taking their homes away from them. I mean, pushed out with all these various terrible tactics. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, it's possible for them to maybe get to, because again, there are some indigenous Jewish people who live in the area. So they absolutely should get to live there, but they can only get to live there if they live in a society that allows everyone to be equal and not a supremacist nation.
It should be called Palestine, period.
Dang.
I don't care where the fuck they're from. It's their land.
Yes.
These people, we need a two-state solution. Well, guess what? That's essentially what some people thought there is, because there's two separate entities. How's that working for you? The world's largest outdoor prison. It's been called that for decades. They
And
can't
now
even
it's the
walk
world's
down
first
certain.
like slaughter field city. Like we haven't seen any. They've done worse in Gaza than they did like in Dresden. You know, like this. It's
Yes.
wild. It's wild.
The thing that I was reminding people the other night is you take Palestine as a whole, like as I'm talking West Bank, Gaza, everywhere. Palestine, 22 square miles. Okay, that's it. 22 square miles. And you talk about at the beginning of this shit, 2.3 million people within 22 square miles. It is densely populated, is not even the term. And it has been stated that they have dropped 6 atomic bombs worth of bombs on these people. Okay, in a 22 square mile radius. Now, I am so sick of people, even people who support Palestine, stop fucking sharing the memes and shit that say that 45,000 people are dead. Stop. That is a lie. You know that is a lie. That hasn't been true for a year and a half.
There's
Stop.
maybe 45,000 still uncounted under the rubble, maybe or
There's
more.
these memes that say 15,000 children. Stop. That is a lie. You should know that is a lie. When it comes down to it, most people are saying it's likely at least over 500,000. And you know what? I would be surprised if it's not higher, because you're not just talking about Israeli weapons and things, and US weapons for that matter. You are talking about the starvation. You are talking about the disease, the fact that they have no medical supplies, they have no showers, they have no clean clothes, they have disease, they have no water. This is contributing to all these deaths. I absolutely get infuriated when I see these people posting these numbers. Stop doing it. It minimizes all of the martyrs that have come after those numbers. Nobody has used those numbers accurately since January of 2024. That's a year and a half old. You are minimizing and discounting all of the martyrs that have come since. So please be accurate. Even if you want to use the scientific study from, I believe it was October, that stated over 300,000. We know it's more than that now because it's been 8 more months. But even if you want to use that, if you want to have receipts, but please stop using those original numbers.
I wanted to point out to you that there was a gentleman who wrote a Substack. I forget the name of the gentleman, but what he did is he used the same criteria that the Lancet study used to determine how many people had actually been unalived in October, and was able to extrapolate where the number would now be. And it does not include like increased starvation. This was just based on their thing from that point moving up. And it's now an estimate of somewhere 600,000.
That sounds more realistic.
I mean, it's absolutely shattering.
And what about the 50,000 pregnant women? There were 50,000 pregnant Palestinian women on October 7th. That's what they estimate, about 50,000 pregnant women. Now, how many of those babies survived? Like none? I don't know. I mean, because they were literally taking the babies when the women were having them. There are no hospitals, there are no medical supplies, they have no water or food. How many of those babies survived? Like literally zero. Why aren't we counting those 50,000 babies?
Yeah, and you reminded me that there was that hospital that the IDF raided and forced everyone out at gunpoint.
Yeah.
And they left babies in incubators to starve to death. Like that, the IDF did that, documented.
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible stuff.
Their hubris, they don't care. Actually, we'll get to the next video because I have a couple videos coming up that just shows like their hubris is beyond. They know they're on camera and they just laugh. They get off on it.
Yeah.
I just want to get this straight, okay? You're telling me that Israel has the capabilities of launching a missile from a drone thousands of miles away and directly targeting one of the leaders of the Islamic Republic in Iran through his bedroom wall and directly hitting him while he was sleeping in his bed. Their military equipment is so advanced that not only can they track where specific people are in real time, they can send drones from Israel to launch missiles at those people from thousands of miles away. But we are supposed to believe that in order for them to fight Hamas, they had to destroy virtually every single livable building in Gaza. They had to bomb every single hospital in Gaza at least once, if not multiple times. They had to bomb every school. They had to literally destroy every university, all of the buildings of the universities in Gaza in order to fight Hamas.
I mean, think about that. She nailed it.
She did.
We're always hearing about how they have the best, army in the world and the most, but yet look at what they did.
Yeah.
I mean, she fucking nailed it.
Absolutely. We'll pull this next one up here.
To everyone questioning why we stand with Palestine and not Israel, well, here's a clear reason out of many. Witnessing the inhumanity on display as these Israeli monsters on TikTok cruelly mock Palestinian suffering is beyond appalling. They taunt mothers grieving their murdered children, make light of severe living conditions, and even stoop to comparing Palestinians to dogs. This isn't just insensitivity, it's a grotesque display of the lack of empathy, a mockery of the deaths and everyday suffering of Palestinians. It underscores the urgency of why we speak up, because every post, every cruel joke strips away the humanity of innocent people just seeking to live in freedom. This is why I don't empathize with Israel, and you shouldn't too.
Dang.
Yep.
Oh, man. That's pretty gross stuff. Pretty gross.
What's the next thing you got there?
Let's see here. I'm trying to get the taste of that blackface feeling racist garbage out of my mouth here.
Seriously.
Take Iran about 12 months to enrich enough nuclear material for a single nuclear weapon.
United States Secretary of State Antony Blinken is warning that Iran is potentially just months away or less from nuclear breakpoint.
Iran is 2 months away from a nuclear weapon, and it's a victory to get them 1 year away?
Iran could be less than a month away from building a nuclear weapon. I mean, Netanyahu has made 2 tough-talking TV appearances, saying that Iran is just months away from making a nuclear bomb.
What is important to understand is that you have to dismantle the entire terror empire, and especially before its main practitioners, the terror states of Iran and Iraq, acquire nuclear weapons. And this, I think, has been a wake-up call from hell. It is telling us, you have the power now to act.
Take Iran about 12 months to enrich enough.
Wild. Lies, 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 lies. It's the whole yellow cake uranium, Colin Powell garbage, but for over there, did you notice this? It feels like everything that Netanyahu has done, he used like our roadmap.
Absolutely.
In the war crimes that we committed in Iraq. I mean, man.
Absolutely.
Oh man. Oh man. He even said it at one point. I remember there was an interview where Netanyahu said, if we are found like guilty for defending ourselves and doing these things, whatever, well, then America's guilty for the same crimes, because didn't they do the same thing? He called it out. And it's like, exactly. He's like, I get to do this because you did this first. You set the precedent.
Yeah, I mean, we did. And you know what? Any politicians who are out there who want this war, sign your kids up and your grandkids, because I'm fucking sick of hearing it. fuck you, dude. You want this war so bad? Send your own fucking kids over there. Fuck you.
Why would anyone be cheering on World War III? Weren't the Republicans literally in the election time being like, we have to get Biden out. He's going to end us up in World War III. What are we doing? Now the Republicans are like, we need to go into World War III. I'm so sick of it. Oh my God.
This video I'm about to show you guys is one of the most vile, sadistic things I've ever seen. Here you can see the disgraceful Israeli forces blowing up a residential building in Gaza, not for some military operation, but for a gender reveal. Yeah, after they dropped their bomb and flames engulfed the home, they cheered "It's a boy," like it was some twisted game. They turned the destruction of innocent Palestinian families into a celebration. This isn't a war, it's not defense, this is joy in genocide. It's pure evil.
I saw that. That was that when I saw that, my stomach got sick. Like I genuinely felt nauseous.
It's just unreal. It really is.
Yeah, it's like it really feels like Twitter if the Nazis had won, you know? It's just wild stuff. God.
I think we have one more video.
Yes, let me pull it up here for you. Just one moment. I'm still breathing from that grossness. We need some palate cleansers. What we need.
Oh no, this is the second last video.
Okay.
Why does it have to happen to us always? Why is it always the Jewish people? We didn't do anything.
Come again?
It wasn't us. Like, we really didn't do anything.
Who did your shadow? These people lie.
Critics of the Jewish state would say you guys started this war by attacking Iran about 48 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
No. We did not start.
Who did?
The Jewish people, Israel doesn't want to ever do a war.
Yet it
the
does.
entire world is really against Iran. I don't think anybody wants them to have nuclear weapons. So Israel's doing the job, and then Israel gets all the damage after.
The audacity of Zionists to lie, gaslight, be intellectually dishonest, be occupiers, aggressors, and still play the perpetual victim card should not only be studied, it should be called Zionacity, the sister to caucasity. Because what in the caucastic Zionacity is a reprehensible filth she just uttered.
And now you want to show the world how Israel has been hit. Now you cry. Now you scream that Israel is under attack, that your cities are in ruins, that you are the victims again. But what did you expect? Do you really think you could start a war, bomb people, kill their children, and face no consequences? Have you forgotten how you proudly said Israel has the right to defend itself? As your army dropped bombs on Gaza, flattened entire neighborhoods. Have you forgotten how you watched those bombs fall while you enjoyed watching it from the mountains with flags, lawn chairs, and filmed it like it was a show? Have you forgotten how every Palestinian was called a terrorist, even the babies, children, and even the elderly? Have you forgotten how you laughed while over 2,000 babies, children, and women were murdered by Israeli bombs? Let me remind you, you have been brainwashed. You've been used and abused by your own leaders to believe you are the chosen people. Well, your genocidal prime minister runs and hides like a chicken, leaving you behind as Iran's rockets rain down on you. He is using you as human shields, isn't it? And still, what you're facing now is not even 1% of the pain, the destruction, the genocide that Palestinians live with every single day. And remember this, Israel will fall. It's not a question of if, it is a question of when. You now reach the moment that the whole world hates Israel. The whole world hates you because of what you have done, because of what you supported, because of what you said, and because of how you behave. Stop playing the victim. That time is over now.
Wow.
It's powerful.
You know, the thing that crushed me more than what he was describing in the images he was showing is just looking at his face. Look how gaunt he is. He's starved. I mean, my God. No one should have a face the shape of their skull. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
I mean, I think, you know, it's funny. If this would have happened, you know, Iran was always a boogeyman to people in the US. Always, you know, Iran and Iraq, especially since 9/11, and unjustly, of course. But, you know, now so many Americans are like, yes, Iran, yes. It's really interesting to see, but I think a lot of us are just so much more educated now. And you know, there is the interwebs, which could be good or bad, depending, you know, what you look at and how, you know, if you're willing to change your mind if it's wrong. But yeah, I mean, I really, really, really love how he said Netanyahu is using you as human shields. I love that. He is so fucking right. So right. That is so powerful.
Yeah. Let's pull up another one here. So what in the world's going on there? Like, did the front of their car get hit by a missile, or did they get in a car accident?
I can't tell. The reason
The car looks flat in the front, like it hit something, not just a missile. It's like flattened in the front.
The reason I put this, okay, so as a blind person, I can, you know, I pick up on things more so because I'm like more sensitive to like sounds and stuff.
Yeah.
This girl, I have never seen someone so fake.
Yeah.
I want everyone to watch this again. Listen to her. Like, listen to her and watch her face.
No, for
And
sure.
tell me she's scared. Like, tell me she's scared, though. Seriously.
Yeah. Like, she literally is like checking her hair in the camera.
Know.
She looks good as she's, yeah.
Like,
okay. I
Use
think
your
they
better
were in
than
an
that.
accident and then they claimed that they were hit by a rocket, but I mean, definitely the front of their car hit something solid and flat.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Wild. And then there's one more, and this is a real
This last one is supposed to be the funny, but it's I don't know if it's funny. I mean, it's just fucking bizarre, and I don't know. It's whatever you guys think it is. It's just fucking weird.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready for this because I caught a little bit of it in the subtitle, and I was like, oh no, this is our palate cleanser.
When you're a power gay in a bomb shelter with sexy Tel Aviv power gays, what do you think, guys? You could be anywhere in the world. I think I kind of want to be here. All these hunky Israeli boys, scared for our lives. Who knows what we might get up to here in this bomb shelter? When you're a power gay in a
Like what? A power gay?
I'm sorry. That's the weirdest shit. He's basically living out the fantasy that John McCain had when he was testifying why he didn't want gays in the military. He's like, they'll be down there in the trenches and the dude crawling in front of him. They'll be looking at his butt. And it's like, dude, you have a gay fantasy right now, John McCain. This is your gay fantasy. No one's going to be in like war in a bunker, like being all horny. But yet I was wrong.
Oh my God.
The Israeli Zionist power gays who have taken this to a new level. Like, so scared I'm horny. This is good stuff. This is good stuff.
It's just so weird. And like, I'm wondering if the guys in that room like knew what he was saying. Like, how did he get all gay guys in that room? Like, everyone in that room is like totally gay, and like it's just gonna work out. It's just so weird.
Yeah, that can I tell you? This sounds weird, but I think I would watch the reality show. I think Zionist Power Gaze live. Like, all right, let's see
Power Gaze.
What the hell? That is some wild stuff, Joy. Thank you.
I know. I mean, I called that and I was like, what the fuck did I just watch? And
as I'm in a bunker waiting for my last breath, the first thing that comes to my mind is I am so horny for an orgy right now.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on? Like, I really think they've crossed the pleasure centers in their minds somehow, and now like anything bad is somehow good to these folks. I don't understand. This is not good. You are in a bunker fearing your own self or your own demise, and you're all like horny. No, man. What?
Oh my god, I can't.
And there's just a time for being horny, and that's the one time that it is not the time. There's a lot of time to be horny.
Ooh, bombs, missiles. Oh.
Do you ever notice how phallic these missiles are? My goodness. Dude, what?
I can't. Like, remember Ambiguously Gay Duo?
Yes.
Like, they had a rocket shaped like a wiener.
No, that was their car. You just misconceived it. That wasn't a wiener.
But it was flying.
It was a hot one. No, it's okay. It looked like that, but that's to your perspective. It was not that to them.
Oh, not to them, but to us it was.
It's just a regular long-shaped ship, you know? What's your problem? Are you a homophobe, Joy?
I actually sent
like
this to one
ship?
of my gays. I sent this to one of my gays, and I was like, what do you think about this? And he's like,
what did he
I
say?
have never been so turned off in my entire life. I kind of thought you'd say that.
Okay. The dry lady bits version of men is what this is, and he like this couldn't be. This is Sahara level unhorny, and yet they're horny.
Oh my god, I'm crying. Okay, we gotta pick the Grand Wizard of the capitalist death parade. Who is walking us off this cliff?
You know, this week I think we should each throw out a person and we'll decide. But I feel like, man, Netanyahu, he's done a lot of bad, but now literally launching the world into a third world war and claiming victimhood and saying, I'm just defending myself from them making a bomb in a year, maybe. Like, and he gets to just go on every news channel and just spout this garbage. And I don't see the reporters pushing back.
Okay, so I'm gonna usually I don't like main people because I think it's kind of like tripe, but I'm gonna go with him because he's like the trashiest of the trash. But I'm gonna switch it up and suggest that now our shows should also have a king or a queen or like an emperor or something like that. And I really wanted to be that woman on the airplane.
Oh, yeah.
I love her so much. Actually, I want a second one too. I want that guy who pretended he was on Piers Morgan talking about like dominatrixes and stuff. I want him too. So we'll have two. Oh, and I also want the Irish guy. So we'll have three. We'll have three tonight.
So I think what we should do is what these people will be the people that we'll go have a beer with after the show. So this is our beer with crew.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I'm having a wine cooler. Yeah, I said it. I'm
all right,
having
hold on.
a freaking wine cooler.
Bartles and James or Boone's Farm? What are we drinking?
It's a Smirnoff Ice mango. What's it say? Mango lemonade. It's kind of good.
Wonderful.
I'll take it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, it's good to be back. So I do have book news coming up. And shout out to my editor, Matt. I love you so much. I could not have done this book without you. Oh God. So anyway, for those who don't know, my book is called Our Friend Temujin, The Wrongful Conviction of Temujin Khensu. And he's a dear friend of mine who has been in prison for 38 years. And he was wrongfully convicted and is still in prison because of Gretchen Whitmer, Democrat Gretchen Whitmer, who is hinting that she is going to run for president. He was set up. It was a political motive. He is a political prisoner in a different kind of way. He was set up by politicians, and a young man was shot. And it happened to be the mayor's son. And Temujin was almost 500 miles away and has 17 alibis that he was almost 500 miles away. But they found their patsy in him. And it has everything in this book is accurate. I visited him in prison and he helped me. It's completely authorized by him. There are documents and photos throughout. And you will see how the judge, the prosecutor, his public defender, and everyone is all in cahoots to set him up and why he is still not being let out today. Almost 40 years in, he has a brain tumor and he is being denied treatment because, quite frankly, they want him to die in there rather than having him further exposed. So I also want to recommend a podcast I help with called Inconceivable. It's also about Temujin by my buddy Jason Usry. And because of my blindness, I somehow through ADA citations and things like that was able to get in a tape recorder to the prison because I use transcripts. Because of my blindness, it's hard for me to write and read. So I download interviews for transcripts, and they never asked me not to share the audio that I brought with me. So I have over 4 hours of an in-person prison interview with Temujin, which hasn't been done in over 30 years. So if you subscribe to Inconceivable, you will hear parts of that, and then you will also see the transcript throughout the book. But the book is, I've never been so proud of something in my entire life. And it is being printed as we speak. So I'm so honored and excited, and I cannot wait for you guys to read it. If you go to temujinkensu.com, you can learn more about it. It's TEMUJINKENSU.com, and learn more about his story. He's represented by 8 innocence organizations, including the Innocence Project. I have incredible people who wrote things for my book. I have the daughter of Muhammad Ali, Kalia. She wrote something for me. I have Jason Flom, who is the co-founder of the Innocence Project. I have Reverend Annie Chambers, my buddy, who's a Black Panther. I have so many people who have sent in submissions that I've included in the book, and I'm just so, so proud of it. So yes, keep posted because it is coming in a matter of days. Yay.
I'm so proud of you.
What's that?
I said, so proud of you.
Thank you. So am I. So thank you guys so much for watching, and definitely stay tuned Monday. I'll be back again. If you missed it, last night I had some of my comrades from East Palestine back on to give updates, and more shows coming next Monday and Tuesday. So thank you guys so much. Smash like and subscribe. Much love.
And we'll see you next time on the Capitalist Death Parade. We're the